And welcome back to Halftime here on Rock Entertainment Sports Network. My name is Gianluca DiGiacomo. Special guest today joined alongside me. He is an assistant coach for JCU cross country and track and field. He is a former national champion, and he is a coordinator here for the Sports Information Department. Jamie Dailey, my man, thank you so much for tagging along today.
Thank you very much for having me. Excited to be here.
Of course. I mean, kick things off here. Academic year so far for you. I mean, how's the season taking off with cross country? Run me through first couple months of the new school year.
No, it's been great. I feel like both the men and the women have done a really good job at getting acclimated so far earlier in the season, and really just developing those relationships early. I feel like they've done a really fantastic job at getting to know each other and just outside of the sport, and they've really been taking care of one another so far throughout the season. So there's plenty of season left to go, but we're excited with the way they started off, and yeah, couldn't be more proud of what's to come.
Awesome. Yeah, and I mean, talk me through. It's a new conference. It's a new alignment for you guys. Not sure if you guys are crazy acclimated with a lot of your NCAC opponents, but I mean, how's the outlook as it stands right now for the NCAC championships?
Yeah, I mean, I think it presents a new opportunity, right? And I think that's something we look forward to every single year, whether we're in a new conference or not. But I think the biggest thing going into this year is the new conference. I think it brings just a breath of fresh air, and I think it helps with the not just the training, but overall just what can we do as a program to stand out with these schools, and I think that really drives to what we want to accomplish in the new conference. So, and yeah, I think it presents a new opportunity as well as something that we are looking forward to compete in. So, and not just cross country, but in track and field as well. So, we're looking forward to that, and couldn't be more excited.
Of course, you guys are looking for results in the NCAC, but we're also looking to compare, as a school holistically. I mean, you guys are one of the programs that really transformed with the opening of the Athletic Wellness and Events Center. A lot of great facilities for you guys, locker rooms. How transformative is that for the program?
Oh, it's huge. I'm couldn't be more excited, looking forward to, being able to host meets now. I know throughout the ceremony back in September, we had a couple alums stop by for the ceremony, and to see guys like Leo Miller go down the Hall of Fame hallway and see his picture up there, I got goosebumps just by him looking at his own picture on the wall. So, it's those things that really, kind of just think about, it's about more than just the sport of track and field and cross country. And I was, obviously Coach Daniel Tutsky and Coach Steve Phelan have done a really good job at preparing us for that, and really just thinking about now that we have our own space and that we have our own facility, we're able to host meets and we're able to have our own practices in there, and we're able to schedule different events in there that we can really build up upon. And it's already exciting because we're having an alumni meet in January, a college meet in January as well, and then a couple high school meets as well. So it's going to be something to look forward to, and it's definitely exciting to have our own space and on our own campus as well. We don't have to drive 45 minutes to Spire Institute every Tuesday evening to work out and practice. So I think it's definitely a huge transformation for not only our program but for the campus and the community. Yeah,
and I mean, even from talk to me about it from the perspective of being an alumni. Being such a distinguished runner here, and now it's almost like you're kind of jealous that these guys have these kinds of facilities.
Yeah, I mean, the program deserves it. I mean, ever since I've been here as a student athlete, we've had plenty of success, and throughout the past, there has been success as well. But I think that comes a lot from the people and the culture that we've built here, and the close-knit tight family culture that we've built as well. So I think that speaks volumes to who we've brought in, the coaching staff, the alumni, as well as many other colleagues and supporters who devoted their time and energy to come to our meets and to support us through everything, through all the ups and downs. So I think that's very, very important, and we want to pay it back to them too. So because the AWE is definitely a transformative project, but we want to pay that back as well to them.
Absolutely, yeah. And going again from running into kind of with sports info, seeing the program on the outside looking in, to now coaching. I mean, how's that transition been from being an athlete to being a coach? I mean, that's got to be an interesting timeline for you.
Yeah, it's been a smooth transition, I would say. I think the biggest thing that I look forward to every time I come into work, and it doesn't really even feel like work. Like I feel like I'm a student athlete again. But at the same time, you know, I'm working with many colleagues and other supporters who want to make this place better. And, you know, being a part of that is truly special in and of itself. And I'm blessed I get to work with student athletes and other coaches and other administrators who really, really care about this place. I know that this place is only going to continue to get better and better, the way we maintain it and the way we live by the Jesuit mission every single day. So it's awesome.
Yeah, wonderful. And you know, something that maybe not a whole lot of fans at home are too acclimated with, but you're a Wenzler Warrior. You know, taking after Chris Wenzler, whether it be in sports info, whether the work you do as a coach or the work you do as a man. What does that mean to you on a daily basis?
Yeah, I mean, even dating back to my student athlete in years at John Carroll, I've always wanted to picture it as like, you know, what is your why? Like, what's your purpose? You know, why are you involved with the cross-country track and field program? Why are you involved with sports information? And I always devote back to Chris Wenzler just because when I came into the sports information department, he made me feel truly like home. And being a part of that tight-knit family culture, just like I was talking about with the program, you know, it's truly beyond words how much Chris Wenzler has meant to, not only to me, but for many people around campus. You know, I remember coming in for my headshot the first day on campus and meeting him for the first time. And, you know, you weren't even on the website yet and you already felt like you were already a part of the family. You know, it's truly a spectacular and incredible relationship I had with him. And, you know, and I think being a part of that and winning the Wenzler Award just means everything to me and everything. So,
yeah. And now that you're a coach, I mean, what's been your favorite part of working with student athletes? I feel like, you know, younger guys that are in the coaching staff can probably touch base a little bit more with the athletes. So how's that role been for you?
Yeah, I mean, getting to interact with them every day and work with them is something I look forward to. You know, just being able to connect with them on not just an athletic level, but a personal level as well. And, you know, I think the more you get to know them personally, you know, you grow that relationship. And that's what I've wanted when I came in, was to get to know them personally, as well as athletically. And I think the biggest thing going into that is, you know, you gotta meet with where they're at, you know, and, you know, student athlete coach relationship, it's a two-way street. So you got to kind of, you know, do your part, they will do their part, and everything will work out. So I've been really blessed with the way the program has been operating, and, you know, it's awesome to be a part of, and, you know, to help them get to where they want to be. It makes it all that more special. So
great. Yeah, and again, just to close things out, I mean, what is your favorite part of working as a coach now full time? Of course, still got to roll with us in the sports information department, but definitely pivoting a lot more of your energy towards the team. So, I mean, what's been just the best part about working there on a bigger scale?
Yeah, just helping them to get to where they want to be. You know, I think each person who comes into our program, you know, there's expectations, but also there's a way that we can reach them to get to that expectation. I think helping them into that process and getting to them to where they want to be, that only makes it much more special, like I said previously. So I think the biggest thing is meeting them with where they're at, but also realize that, you know, there are going to be peaks and valleys, and there's the process. It's not always linear, and getting them to understand that. But also, you know, you're here for a reason, you know, and we want to get to where you want to be throughout that level. So that makes it all more special, like I said previously. So
fantastic. Well, Jamie, thank you so much for joining me here on Halftime.
Yeah,
we'll
thank you.
kick things back to the second half of action here at Rock Entertainment Sports Network. That was assistant cross country and track and field coach and sports information coordinator Jamie Dailey. More action when we return.